Welcome back, Kiss Army, to another episode of We Are One.
You wanted the best and you got the best. The hottest channel in the land. We are one. Here I am and here you are. Welcome back to the Psycho Circus and welcome to the show, Kiss Army, as we dive into Kistery, old and new. We Are One was designed to preserve Kistery for generations to come, featuring interviews old and new, and of course giving you the latest in Kiss news. So let's get ready to shout it out loud. Kiss's second album, Hotter Than Hell, cracked the Billboard Top 100, peaking at 100 and being certified gold with 500,000 sales, released in October of 1974. This was the second studio album from Kiss, and Paul Stanley, as I'm sure many of you Kiss fans have seen the photos from the Hotter Than Hell photo shoot, was locked up after the photo shoot. Taking a look at this article from Ultimate Classic Rock, Paul Stanley was so drunk during the photo shoot for Hotter Than Hell that he had to be locked in a car for his own protection. As the guitarist recalled in David Leaf and Ken Sharp's Kiss Behind the Mask, he said, "I don't know if anybody can make out the back cover of that album, but we were having this wild party with tons of people in weird outfits. 10 minutes after the picture was taken on the album, I passed out, I cut my hand, and I didn't know how I did it. I was so drunk that they had to lock me in a car, and I couldn't find my way out. A lot of the pictures taken for the back cover have never seen the light of day because some people didn't want to be incriminated by the pictures. That session was noted one of the few times I've seen Paul drunk," Gene said. "He was blitzed. There was a photo of him with a girl who had nothing on, sort of like painted like Goldfinger with silver stuff. I don't even think Paul was aware that there were forces of gravity. So he reached over and in one shot you sort of see him nuzzling with Chicky and the next second he's over the bed. He'd fallen over. At the end of the photo session I had to carry him to the car and lock him in the back seat." The shoot was conceptualized by photographer Norman Seeff, who Peter Criss recalled in Makeup to Breakup, hired 20 women and 20 men to surround us in some sort of elaborate medieval tableau. Peter remembered and Behind the Mask also provided the liquid refreshments which left him almost as inebriated as Paul. The drummer blacked out during the session and regained consciousness as he was receiving from a woman wearing a ram's head. It wasn't until Ace spotted that he remembered what was going on. Then Peter noticed that Paul was lying half naked on a velvet bed, offering no resistance at all to a half of dozen girls and guys who were buzzing around him like bees to honey. Paul, Gene, Simmons, even the teetotaler, remained sober and also realized that his bandmate should be safely separated from the scene. Kiss was tracking Hotter Than Hell in 1974, which was their sophomore record at Casablanca Records, and head Neil Bogart wanted to keep up on the recording sessions. Staying at the Ramada Inn on Sunset Boulevard, Ace remembered in no regrets that the pressure of making the album, coupled with his unwillingness to be in LA, caused him to drink more than usual that night. The night before the photo shoot, he killed some time by drunkenly driving around a stretch of Hollywood Hills. He turned it into his own private racetrack, going a little faster each time. Then he lost control and slammed into a telephone pole, nearly missing a head-on collision. Abandoning the rental car, he walked back to the hotel, where Kiss road manager helped him get to the hospital. While his injuries weren't serious, he was told that nothing could get inside the cut or it will become infective. Unfortunately, that included the makeup. For the shoot, Ace only painted one side of his face, and the other was left not decorated for his spaceman guise. Most of the shots Frehley from the session were in profile, but his makeup was airbrushed onto the photos seen on the front and back of the covers. That was pretty interesting stuff. The only thing I learned in this article that I didn't really know is that Gene was the one who carried Paul to his car, and that Ace's makeup was airbrushed on the album cover for half of it. I wouldn't have guessed that either. However, it doesn't surprise me and it's pretty interesting to actually read all four of their accounts of that in the same article, whereas, previously I had just read them in each of their books, but now it's interesting to see all four perspectives in the same time, with Ace's makeup being airbrushed on the right side of his face. But let me know what you guys think about the Hotter Than Hell album, as well as this crazy photo shoot in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, God gave rock and roll to you, and God bless you.